Hello, everyone. Mark Armstrong here, CEO and co-founder of Rate My Agent, and today we've got another episode of the Espresso Series. We're going to talk about how to set up and use a Facebook a business page. So it's quite a complicated piece of software, Facebook, the business page. So we're not going to delve into every facet of it, but we're going to certainly talk about some of the most important features. I think the first thing to say is we get asked this question a lot at Rate My Agent. And the question is, should I have a business page or should I just use my personal page? Should I have both? How should I operate? And I think there's two things that are influencing that decision. I think, first of all, nowadays we really want to have our personal page that we share with friends and what we do on the weekend. And I think it's really important to have that. But Facebook is almost forcing us to also have a business page. There's a few things that they've introduced over the last couple of years or so that's really sort of changing what you can do with a personal page and also changing what you can do with a business page. So I think that's the first thing, is that the way Facebook is starting to operate this is they're really forcing you to have a business page. So we highly recommend, I think as a rule, we highly recommend that you have a personal profile page, which talks about what you're doing in your life, your family and friends and holidays. And then also having a business page that is purely about business. So I'm just going to share my screen with you, as I always do, or as I always say, if there's any questions, please feel free. Am I the only one with no sound? Christy, if anyone else hasn't got sound, I've got a message from Christy saying, am I the only one with no sound? I'm hoping everyone else can hear me. So Christy, it might be, Kirsty, sorry, it might be something with your speakers there. If anyone else can't hear me, Harry's telling me he can hear me. Awesome. So it's not, sorry, Kirsty, it looks like that it's just you without the sound there. So it's thrown me again, but that's all right. So I'm going to share my screen with you and delve into some of the facets of how this all comes together. So I'm hoping everyone can see my screen now. Ken's got sound, so awesome. So look, this is the first place to start. This is my personal Facebook page. And everyone has to have, if you want to set up a business page, you must have a personal profile, because the business page, let's call one a profile and the other one a page. A business page must be linked to that personal profile. So you can't have a business page without having a personal profile. So the very first thing to do is, if you don't have a Facebook profile, you need to set up a Facebook profile. And from there, you can then go in and set up a business page. Let me just go full screen here. So I'm in my profile here, and I've got a whole lot of things I can do. But if I want to set up a business page, I just have to click on this drop-down box in the top right-hand corner. As you can see there, I already manage a number of pages, an old business of mine, iProperty Plan and Property Banter and Property Tycoon and Rate My Agent. So you may well not have any of these things here, but you'll have a tab here that says Manage Pages. So to set up a business page, it's really simple. Just click Manage Pages. Sorry, didn't work then. Click Manage Pages, and you've got a little tab here that says Create a New Page. I'm not going to go through the whole process, but I'll just go through a couple of the first tabs. The first one is, do you want to set up a business or a brand, or are you community or a public figure? So sports people would or actors would use the public figure, but for our purposes, we're going to use the business or brand. I click Get Started. And I'm just going to stop on this page, because this is an important page. I think it's really important to get the name of your page right. Obviously, your personal profile is just going to be your name, and that's really simple. But in this, I think we need to in my case, it would be Mark Armstrong, real estate agent, or if I worked for Ray White or Biggin and Scott, it would be Mark Armstrong, Biggin and Scott, director. So clearly identifying that this is a business page. It also really helps with SEO. So when people are searching, I've just got one here, I've typed in Edward Hobbs, and his Facebook page comes up here, and he's very clearly called himself Edward Hobbs, Bigot and Scott Richmond Director. So I think it's really important. It might seem like a little thing, and I'm sure you can go back and change it later on, but getting that name right is really important. And then obviously the type of business you're in, it's real estate agent or it's a real estate agency. So I'm just going to put Mark Armstrong there. Put in the address, my address, Northcote. That doesn't matter. That'll do. And I click continue. And this takes me into the next couple of, this will start setting up the page for me. It's getting a bit slowly. Here we go. I'm not going to, as I said, I'm not going to go through all this, but it's pretty straightforward. You upload a profile photo if you like, and there's a few steps there. And what we're left with is we now have our business page. So you automatically see that there's quite a bit of difference here compared to a personal profile and a business page. Because I'm logged in, I can see all of these navigation buttons up the top here. As a consumer, if I was looking at this page, I wouldn't see these things, but I can see them because I'm logged in. But the major difference here is the access to these, well, there's two major differences. The access to these tabs on the right-hand side here, and also the major difference that when you have a business page, you're not collecting friends. People are either following your page or they're liking your page. So you can see Rate My Agent here has 10,800 people who like their page. And we also have 12,000 people who follow this page. Just really quickly, what's the difference? There is a difference. If someone likes your page, then they automatically follow your page as well. And what this means is if they like you, it means that it's publicly displayed on their profile that they like you. But if they like you and don't follow you, or by following you, it means that when you post something within your business page, then that will be posted on their page as well, because they want to follow your posts. So that's the slight difference. By following a page means that people will see the posts that you make, and by just liking your page, they'll just have a public connection to your page saying they like you. So I actually was Googling this before, and there was a little saying that someone said that says, you know, liking a page is good, but following a page is better. So we really want to get as many follows in there as possible, because as we post things into our page, that's really the key. So the other major difference here is, as I said, is having access to these tabs down here. So as you're well aware, Facebook reviews, we're not convinced that they're as important as Google reviews. People don't seem to have as many there, but you can certainly build out your review profile, and you can upload videos into here. You can do live streams as well. So if you've got something to talk about, we live stream this through Facebook Live, so through our business page as well. So collecting reviews and live streaming and those sorts of things, it gives you the power to do these things within this page. You can also, let me scroll down here, let me go home. It's really important to build out the number of people who like your page as quickly as possible. I'll get to the main reason for that shortly, but you can automatically just invite all of your friends. So if you've got a whole lot of friends who are friends on your personal page, you can just automatically invite all of those. Click on as many as you like, and then send invites, and you send an invite to like your page. So the idea is, as I said, if they like your page, they also follow your page, and I think that's really important. So there's just a couple of other things, really high level things I want to show you here that I think is really important. Facebook calls these things down the side here, they call them tabs. And as I said before, it's really important to build as many people liking your business page as possible. Facebook has a level of 2,000 likes. So once you get to 2,000 likes, you can actually add your own tabs to this list here. And you can see that we've got over 10,000 likes. We use Trustpilot reviews. We think reviews are obviously really important. So as you can see here, we've got all of our Trustpilot reviews flowing through to our page. So if you have over 2,000 likes, you can start to do this kind of stuff. If I just show you a couple of examples how some other people have got really creative here. This is leading RE, Adam Sacco. I came third in as Agent of the Year in 2020. So he's a great agent. What he's done here, which I find really interesting, is he's taken away the ability for someone to post a review into Facebook directly. He's added his own review tab here. And if I click on that review tab, he's actually got all of his Rate My Agent reviews flowing through directly to his business page. So what he's doing there is he's using that syndication. He's saying, I'm just going to collect the review once. I'm going to use Rate My Agent as the primary source to collect that review. And then I'm going to automatically share that into I'm going to syndicate that essentially into Facebook using my tabs. So as I said, here's another example here, House Realty. They're using a Rate My Agent widget. So they're going a slightly different way. So they've got a customer reviews tab here as well. They've left their Facebook reviews here. But again, every time that Charles or someone from House Realty gets a review, it automatically flows through to Facebook as well. So that 2,000 person limit or like limit is a really important milestone to get to, because Facebook starts to open the doors of things that you can do. Why have they done that? It wasn't always the case, but it comes back to this, the US election, the Cambridge Analytica, and Facebook wanted to make sure that they only supported, I'm making an assumption here, but we're pretty sure this is right. They wanted to make sure that they only supported business pages that were reputable and had a large following. And they made the assumption that once Michael's asked, how do I get my Rate My Agent reviews on my page? So Michael, as I said, the first thing is you need to get 2,000 likes. From there, if you'd like to contact our support team at support@ratemyagent.com.au, it can be a little bit convoluted, but our support team absolutely knows how to do it, and we'll work with you to get it on there. No problem. So let's move on. I think there's one other thing I want to show you because I'm running out of time, as I always do. But the other one I want to show you is auto posting. So Facebook, once upon a time, you were able to automatically post into your personal page. But Facebook took away that feature, again, because of the Cambridge Analytica issue and the US election. It's got a lot to answer for. They took that feature away because they didn't want, it's that fake news thing that we all heard about. So they took that feature away. So you can only automatically post into a business page. So we have that set up within, I'll show you the example within Rate My Agent. This is our social media manager. The social media manager, it allows you to connect. First of all, you've got to connect your personal profile, because as I said, all business profiles or pages are connected to a personal profile. And then it allows you to choose which pages do you want to post on. So as I said, my personal profile manages a whole lot of business pages, but I can choose to just post on Rate My Agent Australia page. I can post onto iProperty Plan. So for example, if you have a business page for your personal profile, your personal Mark Armstrong real estate agent, but also for your agency, you can actually connect both of them here and share reviews and those sorts of things automatically. So that's the other really important feature of a business page, is that ability to automatically post. And that's really important because as real estate agents, we don't want to be spending hours managing social media and managing our digital exposure. or our digital profile. The other week, if you didn't see it, we did a great session on Google My Business. You don't want to spend hours managing Google My Business. You want to automate as much as possible. And this is what it looks like went through the automatic post. So Michelle here has automatically posted a review. She's automatically posting her listings here as well. So Michelle doesn't have to worry about remembering to post into Facebook. Her Facebook business page allows her to set up that automated connection, and away she goes. So look, that's my 15 minutes. I'm here to answer questions. I'm going to stop sharing in a second. There are a couple of other things we're going to talk about. We're going to talk about next week, and that's really about how we can use Facebook for, here we go, let me get in here, how we can use Facebook from an advertising point of view. I'm not going to delve too far into it this week, but we are going to go through it next week. But you'll just see here that Facebook, your business page allows you to boost. So it allows you to access Facebook's advertising network. It also allows you to build automated systems where you can automatically advertise through Facebook. And that's what our promoter product is, if some of you know, Rate My Agent's promoter product. So we've integrated on that advertising side as well. So we don't have enough time to talk about it right now. I'm going to just stop share and see if there's any questions. You see yours. Yep. Okay. I'm looking for any questions here. How do we get to follow? Sorry. So Michael's asking how do we get to follow? So look, the most important way, if you're building out a business, a Facebook business page, the first port of call is to get to all of those friends who are already friends on your personal profile, and get them into your page and start building out the likes and the follows that way as well. If you've got an agency page, then getting all of the people who work with you, all of the agents who work in your business, getting all of their friends to like and to follow your page, and we can build that up as quickly as possible. We've got a question here from another question. How do I get Social Media Manager? Is it subscription only? Social Media Manager is a subscription product. So you can always post manually into Facebook and into LinkedIn and into Twitter and some of those places. But if you want that done in an automated way, Rate My Agent, we have a Social Media Manager. You connect up your LinkedIn and Facebook and Twitter profiles once. You set a schedule. You might say, I want to share my latest review every Monday morning at 8 o'clock, and our system will just do it for you. As I said, you can do it the manual way, but if you'd like to systemize it, so you can focus on other things, in the same way that we integrate with Google My Business, it's under the same subscription, and in the same way we integrate with a whole lot of things, it just systemizes it for you. I've got a question here from Linda that says, where do you post from, personal page or business page? So, I mean, you really post from your business page, because the business page is that's where you're going to be appearing. People who are following you, those posts are going to appear in their news feed as well. It also allows you to access those advertising systems as well. We're going to talk about boosting next week, but you can boost the post to your friends or to your people who like your page, but also people who like them as well. So you can start to spread your tentacles and really broaden that reach. You can also boost, into particular areas. So my recommendation is that you're really posting into your business page. You're putting up, on your personal page, you're putting up photos of what you did on holidays and those sorts of things. So I think that's it for this week. Next week, as I said, we're going to talk about, we're going to delve in a little bit further. As I said, the Facebook platform is really quite deep. There's a lot to it. But the first step is, if you don't have a business page, I highly recommend that you set up a business page. I highly recommend that you start bringing those people who are already friends in your personal profile and bringing them in to like your page. if they like your page, they automatically follow your page. So that's really important. Once you get them to like you, they're following you as well. And start to build out that. We can then from there build up to 2,000 followers, people who like your page. I'm getting confused myself between followers and likes, but 2,000 people who like your page. We can then start integrating things like, Rate My Agent reviews directly into your Facebook profile, so you can really start to harness that syndication of Rate My Agent reviews. How about Instagram? Can I post there too? So Instagram, we're working through Instagram at the moment to automate that post. Their API doesn't support it at the moment, the automatic posts, but we are working through with Instagram at the moment. So you can manually post into Instagram, but our team's just working. It's owned by Facebook, so we're working with our Facebook person to. Michael, she said, sorry, I missed everything I just said. So sorry, Michael, I'm not going to go through it again. But if you want to watch the replay of this, Michael, we will be sending out an email. It's also on Facebook Live. So once this finishes, it will, within half an hour or so, it will be available to watch on Facebook Live. So I recommend you go there, but we'll also send an email out as well, because it appears within our blog. So we have an Espresso Series blog, and we have all of the episodes there. So whether Facebook Live or our blog. That's enough for me. I think I've well and truly overstayed my welcome. I look forward to joining me next week, and we'll delve in a bit further. We'll look at boosts. We'll look at accessing advertising networks into Facebook as well. Thanks, Linda. Great. I'm glad you found that helpful, and we'll see you all next week. Have a great week.